here to be used by evil geniuses to sort out who they want first. Here they go.
Star towards the back. Zellsis going for the flash. A nice flash for the assist, but Cobb still turns. First blood into the round, as it's still going to be EG overtaking the retake onto the site. We're starting to tap onto the defuse, spraying through all of these smokes, but the high tides and nebulas, it's working out, but it's not even at halfway. Back to a 3 versus 3. C9 is still spamming.
Wingman!
Halfway now, as a 2v2 now at the pillar. BCJ and Com. What has the stick? It's still BCJ! The 2K into the site for C9, but at least we have 2 players in the back there. Cascade coming out for the defense. EG scaling back. Another nice flash, and Zellsis there finally gets 2 with that Phantom. Runi onto the board. 2 more players left. The bonus round for EG, leaving only Com by himself.
Round 1, deja vu. That's where we saw Zellsis going down. He gets 2 frags this time out of that situation, so they rinse and repeat here. That's a hot foot coming in. Jake's gonna be
now confirmed towards the A site. 40 seconds left on the clock. The lurk also from Jake is moving back towards the A site. And after this high tide, the bloodbath is coming.
jawgemo with 1 to start off, and they're gonna start popping out of the woodwork here, Van Silly.
Wall has been broken. The plant and the res fighting right away. The second time here that Thrash comes out. And EG are coming for the retake. The late lurk is coming very soon as Rudy pushes in, works out onto Boostio. Player advantage still for EG. The defuse is being stuck.
Wingman!
And Jake runs through, but it's not gonna the gang up on him, but still funnels C9 into the A site where there's a double crossfire setup. Wall instantly broken, but the plant might still be coming into fruition for C9. A beautiful flash out from Zellsis. BCJ still wins the fight for 2. Answering back here is going to be Leaf. More damage coming in onto BCJ, but he's doing his own. Teammates finally moving in, and it's not going to be looking good for C9 in the end. Wow. Bob to the rescue. Come back, little boy. Art. Out with the run it back at the Seekers, as we mentioned. The mosh onto the ground, and we can't move behind that all. Nice util coming out from EG. A cascade to push him back, and we're just pinned now inside Art. Until then, Xeppaa answers back. Zellsis 2. And the numbers are dwindling into the A site. The advantage then somehow comes back for C9.
That kill from jawgemo absolutely stalled it. Now they have to slow walk in. They're looking to draw with the plant. Oh, the
and they don't want to relent right away. Run it back, already canceled by jawgemo. Marksman on the ground with the gravity well, and EG fights right back. Spike now down. Orb being picked up as well by Com. And it's up to Leaf for the heroic plays with Jakee.
Slow movement here from both. So they're actually going to wait this out. 17 seconds. They have the time to get this bot back, but they may just try to double peek together. BCJ's always been in the back. This is Com now.
Well, Jakee still open up the site. Ethan falls. Double swing back towards the back. And finally, we've turned it over for the attackers. Locked down onto the ground. Lees goes for the plant. Jakee holding towards the church. Spots one with the turret coming up. BCJ gets the wall back to Leaf. Now it's up to Jakee, but it's not going to happen. Boostio moves in. Lockdown gets broken. Bring Jakee with you. And the flank watcher is going to have to be Leaf this time on that Killjoy. Thrash coming out. Oh no. Are we coming in for knife kills? Because that actually locked down 3 to Tame. What a Thrash.
And again, this one just happened too quick for the flank to get there, right? We saw that again. EG flipping the switch on a few rounds to get in the face of Cloud9, where if Cloud9 had a bit more time, that flank would have looked awesome. Oh, the pushback here.
The beauty here, the detain, the flash, they really want to move it. But it's going to be split. They also want this wingman plant.
Harbor wall's out. There he goes.
Zellsis looking to flash out, turns on the break. How can you do that? Runi then answers in, but C9 fight back. They work out for 3 kills. The advantage coming in. Spike is still down. And now BCJ and Boostio holding back towards the B pillar. Marshall and Bulldog. One salvage Spectre in the hands of Xeppaa. Flash not getting information, so we know we're playing passively for EG. Now slowly scaling up. Curveball, double swing. BCJ lands up 2, but then Root.
Wingman again.
The Seekers, though, push in now for EG. Deniability coming out into the site. And a nice backstab with jawgemo. through the high tide, connects onto a second, finally stopped by Leaf. But the counterattack from the Seekers under defense, allowing Leaf to open things up towards the B site. Tap onto the spike. Everybody playing pulse plants, long range, and Leaf connects. An exchange back and forth, and it's up to
2v1.
Jump spot, trying to get this tap through, halfway, forced to reload. But it looks like the defuse is gonna come in for Cloud9.
C9 is just there all the time. Zellsis, we saw an attack. He went to that back hall. On defense, he's from that back hall. We get to play towards top. Anybody playing to try and get some suppressing fire. And here's Zellsis once again. Starts it off on BCJ.
Has to reload. And it's gonna be Zellsis still moving in to help the Wingman get stopped. Lockdown also preventing from the attackers to move in for EG. Spike now down out in the open. The lurk doesn't work out towards the B-Link. Watched over by Leaf. Jawgemo trying to fight back. A second flash. Fully blinded as the high tide comes down. A perfect hole for C9.
Even better.
Players now in the back, Dizzy in the front. Players are blinded from a flash coming out from the attack too. And Boostio's now moving in. Wingman looking for that plant, but everything gets broken. The Cove got broken. Wingman down. We fight back from the flowers. Flash in out from Zellsis, pushing through the nebula, waiting for another one here. Continuing to spray. As the second flash moves through, that's not clear. The defenders of C9.
I think the smokes in sight didn't allow for the correct click on the plant. Wingman stopped short, open to that backside. Cloud9 stops the plant immediately, and EG was kind of left with their pants down on that one.
Oh, a mistake though. First one here coming out from C9. Capitalized by BCJ with a wall up, allowing Khan to move up and try to get a plant at least there. A spray through towards that pit. More deniability. Three players all stacked up around this A side. The wall's about to come down. At least the plant comes in for EG, but there's almost no utility left, if not any utility at all. As we're waiting for the refresh from BCJ, who moves in for a fight. Another one coming in. A 1v1, but Zellsis saves the day once again for C9. Plan finally successful from Wingman.
Yeah, with Cove. Making sure it's super safe.
Already hiding inside the Cove. As it gets broken, looking to run out, but it's still Leaf protecting his teammates. Here's the utility though on the pulse plant.
Look at that lineup.
All the way up from A main. That comes down. That's going to stop it for a little bit more. Still had the gravity well, so it was a combination on both. So C9 decides to opt to move towards the A main. Get all of these kills, leaving Calm on his lonesome. Right clicks, looking to ring, will not work out. C9 has tied the game 10-10 in this first map.
Destroy EG's economy as well as whatever strats they have going. Oh, Zellsis again, forward.
But it detains to run it back.
Got the run it back detain. So huge actually grab there if they can't get it back.
You see it from EG's end, really trying to move in and try to pick it back up. Here comes the Seekers out.
Oh,
and a nice spray from Xeppaa through a couple of smokes. It's still denying EG from moving in inside this A site.
Zellsis.
My gosh. Phantom sprays on land. Xeppaa answering back onto BCJ. And this half by stingers that are coming out does not work out for EG.
Word.
How many?
A must round for Evil Geniuses. They put out all the util that will delay Cloud9. We'll see how much it matters.
It's jawgemo playing deep inside the site, and his by himself because we wanted to try to use the flashes to try to fight through. Trying to run through, the wall comes up, the defuse is halfway by runi. It might be over right here. The grab pull actually pulls it out for a halfway, the tap once again.
Oh, the util.
Nice shot by Boostio. More util coming out. The fight from Zellsis. Cross up the two, but stopped by Boostio. At least a push in. There goes the little wingman. Halfway up. Flash to deny it. The push coming out from C9. Everybody's playing the long-range game from EG now.
Cosmic Divide, you create that fail-safe situation mostly with nobody being able to take it out. And Zellsis again starts it off.
4 more alive for EG to try to bring this into overtime. Another time that Zellsis has to run it back. A curveball that comes down. Counter flash is coming out. The goop then. But the spike is left. Jake gets 2 kills. Lined up here from Calm by himself in a 5v1. It's not going to happen. Zellsis a 3 on the board. And it's going to be the defuse for runi. C9 taking the first back, 13.
Wow. And we will focus, as Des said, on how the ultimates are worked, how much focus goes to these orbs, and how the Silver works, how calm is going to make it. You know, the drone plays.
Oh, it works for this. The drone to fight info and the pitch back into the spawn. Oh, let's see now it's falling like a deck of cards. And it's only Zellsis. Was looking for that lurk.
Not again, Vance. The Thrifty again. It's on the plate here for Cloud9. It's blood in the water, and it looks like they're going to re-hit. They have yanked all of Evil Geniuses over to this B site, and the rotation's going to be coming in. A quick trade and spawn.
Still got a dink onto Jake. As the rotation goes towards the A, same thing for EG, and the call comes out from runi to run back towards this cave. 2 players flanking out towards the top as well. And that's BCJ and Calm working together. Another recon dart available for the retake. It's gonna be the turret spawning one first. Here towards the back of the boxes. It's still gonna be Zellsis dancing around. And now on the jump. The save from behind, the paint shells to flush out BCJ. Gets that headshot as well. It's a 1v1, has to reload the weapon as the aftershock comes out. Position given away by runi. But runi's been a beast, always with the sheriffs on pistol. Fault line, picks up the Phantom, then gets the kill. Fall away whenever we can. Oh, somehow.
Burn down.
That works out, but Calm got detained. Zellsis moves in to even up the tally on a 4 versus 4. Spike down, picked up then by jakee to plant it down. But it gets the 9, who runs right into it! BCJ!
Spike down.
With the orbital strike, drops the spike.
Oh my gosh, so much denial utility, so much stopping each other. We see Zellsis there still playing like he's on Phoenix as he rushes spawn for a frag. And they are back to setting up on this post plant on the shoulders of Evil Geniuses.
Still very important on how Zellsis is playing. He has an alarm bot being set up here, should be towards that spawn at the Jenny. So they have all the time in the world to move forward and get this spike for our plant. Maybe saw a sliver of at least one player towards long and leap. Going long range, a 4K into the round, just tapping away. jakee really wants to fight this. I mean, he's used all of his utilities, so why the hell not? 3 smokes on the ground, Molly's already up. The Molly makes some noise, so he's playing the off angle on top of the rafters. Flash from the peak, lines up for the 2, but gets the save from jawgemo here. Speaking about EG.
So much chaos.
Surely. runi's looking for this save, but it's not going to happen because BCG's behind. Xeppaa now left for a clutch situation as he gets greeted by a showstopper. An easier retake thanks to the ultimates that we can't.
Rotating all the way to the other side. Zellsis is going to join and make sure there's no flank coming through here. They set up the play. Ethan trying to stall, and again, that's what EG need to do. That's what the pressure is on the C9.
30 seconds
Tried to crossfire first, and window of opportunity to try to get the pick onto drop, but it's still Jake. That gets the opening kill. Beautiful flash from Leaf. Calm cannot answer back enough.
Yo.
Spike down A.
We've seen the op before from Boostio in a different agent, this time on a Killjoy. A 2 versus 1 as the spike goes down. At least down by Zellsis. It's not going to be an easy task now for Boostio, who's moving up slowly. Alarmbot in the flash, avoids it. No swing coming through. Bait and switch. And it's still going to be Leaf. Solo play, not even needed from Zellsis. Yeah. The quadrants for EG into this round.
Trail.
Seekers then on the attack, and the weakest point that's not being watched, that's not being covered, is towards the bottom A side. And that's exactly where C9 is moving into. Nanoswarm to try to delay as much as they can, but Xeppaa still satchels in. Boostio still lands up
Spike down
with an
A.
operator shot, though. That falls runi. Trying to stop this all, the least. Jake moving in, lining up Tartu.
Yeah, grenade.
The spike's about to get planted. Boostio gets a nice little close range onto Xeppaa. Aftershock to deny the plant from C9, and it becomes a 2 versus 1 for Zellsis.
He's had these situations in his favor. This series has kind of been in Zellsis' hands for Cloud9 to keep pushing forward, leading the team with those rounds. Can he do it here in the 2v1?
30 seconds left.
Not with that
the
shot.
operator shot.
A lot of players towards the arcade.
EG's trying to take more space. The dart gives satellite control over. They're rotating around already. The 4v4, but do they know there's a flank coming in?
The flank's coming from the arcade. The owl drone, fault line then. Not affected as Xeppaa. Aftershock then, and the flank is spotted by Jake. Great positioning, great awareness, great hold. And even a rolling thunder on the attack, post plant to delay. Making it even harder for EG to come back in. Everything that they used to try to come into the site has been denied, so it has to now come down to gunfights. Works out for an entry. Jake falls, a 3v3 Rolling Thunder available at this point. It's gonna be used towards the spawn. Aftershock then coming from the heavens. EG can now focus on covering up towards that B site at the heavens and fully stunned. Calm gets the kill, but the last two at tree side to line up in the front. The protection from Ethan, but it's still Leaf. And we are just swarming it in here, trying to play that pulse plan, and already aggressive enough so they could actually try to push it if they want to break the lockdown. C9 chooses otherwise, because Utility's gonna do the job. And close range is a showstopper out, still connects, 1-for-1.
Huge
and
trade.
here comes for EG on the retake. 100's Fury out from the spawn as well from Calm. One watch to flank, Jake greeted by BCJ close range. EG coming in with the player advantage. Runi inside the site, no util left. Fall line up in one.
Last player standing.
Now stop by Calm. Leaf. Can you clutch again? Tapping onto the spike, dropping down. Cannot get it done. EG will salvage the last.
You see Leaf coming down. And aggression already. Cloud9 says, nah, we're still on attack right now. I don't know if you knew this. BCJ though!
Wow, they were ready for that.
Yeah, we're real ready. Great job, and that has to be the read. Cloud9 did the same thing on Pearl. Why wouldn't they do the same thing here on Fracture? EG tries to make it to the site, but Rooney's there to trade one.
The idea was still pretty good for C9. The Trailblazer were long.
It started as a 5v4 last time too. Post-plant position fully set up.
Okay, so Boostio, here's the flash coming in from the flank. Here's a lot of footsteps now. And trying to bait the smoke behind him so he can play towards the front, and he gets pinned in the end. Weapon now dropped. Salvage here. It's a Phantom in the hands of Jake. Trying to get a push out. A shot long range does not work out for BCG. This is not looking good at all. It's a Jordy. It's Calm by himself.
Standing ahead.
Weapons are all down. Spike looking to be defused at halfway. A flank, the flick, but it's still
Do it again!
another 50 from C9. Over to Ethan for the plant. So it could be one way from getting a Rolling Thunder right after. But C9 just wants to fight right away. As the spike gets planted, already 2 players have been dropped for EG. Make that even 3. And then the transfer from Wallbang onto jawgemo. Ethan heroic. Timeouts don't even look like they're working so far for EG. Not even on this moment.
Already?
Look at the stop, the push forward, orbital strength in on the defenders, but a double flank coming in. Funnily now pinching EG, forcing him to drop here towards the A site. Jake waiting,
No
but Jawgemo
way.
drops on the ground and kills him as soon as he lands.
Are they playing deathmatch? They're literally just holding W here and instantly finding players around the corners, double clears for each other, so you don't have to second guess what you're looking at. Orchestrated so well here by C9. Again, EG's left in a scattered post plant, but they waited this one out. Numbers up now, and they should be able to find out what's going on.
We've seen Runi before in these situations, not only IGL, but could potentially be one of those good IGL fraggers that we've been praising so far on the international stage. So far as dropping one has a showstopper, not a showstopper, a Rolling Thunder. But as it goes for the bait.
A bit faster here. C9 already on their back fans.
EG doing good. Recon dart to clear out towards the arcade Seekers as 2 more players once again run behind it. And that is going to be that deadly duo, Xeppaa and Leaf. Jake holding up towards the B-side heaven.
C9.
And Zellsis is spraying through the smoke, denying the push coming up from the arcade. Lockdown still available. 3 ults available for the remaining 3 players of EG as the lockdown looks to get put at least, but it gets stopped. Looking for an opportunity potentially to punish C9. They're trying to go aggressive, but C9 plays the protocol, plays the patience.
Xeppaa as well, with the help of Leaf down at B stairs, grabs the showstopper ultimate if they need it, and there's the Rolling Thunder we were looking for.
Bye. And then the showstopper by Calm! Gets through with help from Boostio! And the 2 players comes in for the save!
Through the arcade lane, up into sight.
With 2 players detained, should be looking like an easy plant now as still trying to decide where to go here. Finally, it's going to be planted safely towards long as smokes
Plant again.
out here for the
30
plant.
seconds left.
Be a 5 versus 5 retake.
The Spice
Connects here
trades.
with the showstopper from jawgemo. Head-to-head against Zellsis. Paint shells it into the front at the canteen. Jake looking to flank around with the assist from the flash coming out from the lead. A 2 versus 2. Calm long range shock darts available, but looking to fight 1v1 in the front against Leaf. The tap once again after the spike. Boostio comes in from the heavens. Leaf now on a 2 versus 1. Breaks the turret onto another tap. Picks up a full gun. Phantom coming in. Now with that shot, we know that Leaf's not on that plant. Boostio low on HP.
Great
well
pace.
done for EG towards the end.
Revert this 5v4. Rolling Thunder is there from Ethan if they decide to go canteen to spawn. Looks like he's actually set up just for a flash around
Wait
the
on the
corner.
top. Okay, stopped by BCJ after all. By runi!
Oh!
Was that through smokes? It was through smokes. BCJ and Ethan falls. 2v2 now in. And look at that. EG giving so much respect. We're like, okay, let's go back towards A. But that's where Rooney's rotating towards too.
Rooney having ridiculous impact this game. What, 14, 15, 14 is his score?
This timing.
So much.
He's gonna hear it coming. One body shot. And he gets it! A floor kill for Rooney!
VCT America's stage, Rooney has put himself on a list of people to watch. We'll see here. jawgemo trying to gain entrance into the site. It's going to be a slow retake from Cloud9 as they set things up. Rooney, however, starts it on Boostio.
This might be over right here. Com doesn't want to go down without a fight, though. Answering back with 2 kills of his own, making it a 3 versus 3. Spike has made its way into the A site, and BCJ's finally starting that plant, looking to be denied by paint shells moving in. It gets done safely as BCJ down to 30 HP. Molly to deny towards the push from spawn, but Xeppaa is looking for the heroic play. While Zellsis rotated up towards the heavens. Zellsis gets the wall bang. 2 versus 2. It's not planted here for EG. This could get dangerous right now. Finally outside from the A main. Shark dart onto the ground. Will the second one land? It will not.
Wait!
It will not work either. We get the full defuse. And just like that, C9 wins the series.